All right. Hello. We are doing a microphone test. I want to do a video check right quick before we get started. But welcome to this episode of The Adventures of Siberia. Doing a quick test right now of the visuals. Looking good on my end here. I can also hear myself. This is good. This is the change from yesterday. I do want to apologize to those of you who did show up yesterday. I had some crazy technical difficulties, which is, it is what it is. But we got everything fixed up today, and I am hoping that I can have a smooth live stream here today. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the Adventures of Siberia. We are playing space engineers, and this is Do Not Awaken. Let me tell you a little short story about how we ended up here, why we are starting here, and what will be our difficulties. First thing is, as the story goes, we were abandoned on a planet called Lantha, a frozen wasteland of a planet. And the cool thing about this planet is, and I would like to show this to you right now on screen. Let me go ahead and get my HUD back up here. We are playing with a specific mod called the Trithorn system. So as you can see here, these circles around these planets and black holes and stars that you are seeing, they are real. These planets actually move. So unlike the typical space engineers playthrough where the planets are stationary, they don't move, we are actually going to have to account for these things. And just to give you guys an example, which I think is really cool, one of the closest planets that I can see from here is, where was it? I think it was, I don't know where he is, but here, look at that, 237,000 kilometers. We're gonna have to figure out some serious jump drives to get out there. 186,000. So just to give you an idea of what scale we're looking at, look at these distances, 187,000 kilometers. And the closest are actually on the other side of the planet right now. We have one at 145,000 kilometers. And then we have Terex over here, 13,000. 13,000 kilometers is starting to seem a little close now compared to everything else, right? We are on Lantha. This is the planet that we are on right now. So that's 92 kilometers to the center there. I think this is a 120 kilometer radius. We have then Caprum. That particular planet, it's on the other side of our planet here, will be most likely the closest one that we have here. Along with Versetti, 31,000 kilometers. Thalion, 32,000. And that's it. The other thing I should mention, let me go ahead and get the screen out of here now, because we will not be looking at this as a form of cheats or anything like that, but it'll be more to just find out what we're doing. This particular planet that we are on, as you can see here, the star that its source of sun, it does not reach the backside, which is where we are at. So we have a big issue with light. I will not have solar power, so no solar panels. Food production requires lighting. That is going to be another issue. So I think that the first thing that we do is get to building. So I am inside of this cryopod, and this is all we have to get started with. Now let me check if I am still in creative. I am not. Okay, everything is set. We have some basic materials to get started with. But let me give you the quick run through of what this is. So we have your survival kit, which is necessary, obviously. We have a cryo here, a medium cargo, a hydrogen generator, a hydrogen engine, an oxygen tank, along with a battery back here. I do have a small hydrogen tank. So our hydrogen storage is very limited right now. It's just a little bit for the engine if we need. The surface of this planet is low oxygen and very, very cold weather. So oxygen should not be a problem here, but we do have it. And along with a beacon. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. This is our starting point. Along with that, we are on top of a mountain. We need to get down there somewhere. So we can start farming those logistics posts out there and other enemies. As far as what's going to be spawning around me, I have your basic space engineer posts, as you can see right there. I do not have the Factorum activated yet. I figured I would wait till we get to space and then I'll start worrying about those. It's simply for the fact of the performance of PCU and things like that. Why have those big bases out there spawning when we don't plan on attacking them as of now? But I do plan on collecting some of that stuff a little later. So first things first, let me show you what's in the inventory that I will be starting with. We have 20 food. We have 20 of the meal packs. A lost interior plate and a lost construction component here. Those two are not meant to be in here, but it's not significant. We have a couple of parachutes, 1,000 iron, nickel, and silicon. And that's our beginning. There is stone right up there. However, I want to get started by building a refinery, a assembler, and a source of power. I think the main goal right now, the first step of what I need to do is to get mobile. I need to get some wheels on this thing and start moving. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up, let's see here, production, queue me up. I'm just going to do the structure. This is 1 iron, this is 7 iron. Let me do 10 of these, just for some blocks. Interior. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm going to use these for structure to put a windmill on. Give me those. Interior. There you go. There they are. So let's go ahead and place here. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go a little higher just because probably going to need some wind power here to get started. Will not be able to use solar, so we'll need one more. Okay, let's build these guys. Production, okay. My ingots are not going to last very long. I might have to start digging for some stone to get going here. Most likely that's going to be what happens very soon, but yeah. I think I could actually start doing something like that, but I want to place this up here. Do I have enough steel plate to... No, I don't. But it'll be fine. I think what I'll do is actually go get a load of stone right from over here. Light on. There we are. I can already tell that this is going to be a necessity very soon. Might as well start preparing for it. Alright. Peace. Where did they go? Oh, there it is. Am I the only one that always gets lost coming out of mining hole? Like, I'm just horrible at it. It doesn't matter where I'm at, especially in an asteroid when there's no gravity. Forget about it. I'm gonna go ahead and queue these up so it eats up the stone. Let's see if we can build one of these guys. Not yet, but we are getting some weather here. But yeah, put some wheels on this, get down the mountain, and start scouting for materials. I think we'll chase the main materials, build up a little bit of a stock. And try to head over to the sunny side of the planet in order to... Okay. Try to head over to the sunny side of the planet in order to be able to produce some food. Because although I got 20 meal packs, they are not going to last forever, so I can't stay on the dark side of the planet for any longer than I really have to be honest. Quarry ingots, yeah, it's eating through my ingots quite fast. So I don't think I'll have enough to make the refinery assembler here. I will have to keep digging, have to keep mining. But yeah, first focus power. Let's get on and have this first guy here. Yeah. There we go. Still need a few more parts. It's making it. Let's see how far we can go. Yeah, it's got quite some parts. I'm gonna go get another load of stone while that's making. Try to keep the chain running here without stop. Feels nice to be back. Feels nice to be playing some Space Engineers again. Not tried Space Engineers 2 yet. I feel like I should wait a little longer before I start trying to do that. But I'm glad it's developing. It's starting to look interesting. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Put this on the charger here. Just one second. There we go. Just want to make sure I keep an extra screen here on the comments. You guys so choose to comment. But let's go. Cool. We'll start trying to stream on the weekends now, as much as I can. Within my limitations here, I do have a full-time job. I'm a teacher, so work a lot. But, Saturday, Sunday are usually a good day to try and have a little fun, be creative, build some fun builds here. My idea is not to be the most insane player of all, but I do want to have fun with creativity. I do enjoy that aspect of this game. just building random stuff. You know, whether it explodes or it works, you know, it's always fun. Let's get an assembler ready here. I'm going to queue up, I think I'm going to queue up the refinery first. Okay, some parts for that. Planner, nothing. Then do this stuff up. There we go. That is going to eat all of that iron that I have. Guaranteed. But we can place it. Place it right there. Yeah, right there's fine. I can place the assembler right behind it. Yeah, right there. Building this first. Let's toss all the stone here. Go get some more.
Fuel low.
Fuel low. I need to make a bottle. As soon as that assembler is up, there's some.
Fuel critical.
As far as mods that I'm using here, I have the Vision. If you look at the top of my screen, I have the planetary compass as well. I have a couple of decorative mods. I do plan on building a greenhouse, so I got some extra plants and things like that, just decorative stuff. Some tank tracks. We decided to build like a nice rover. Put some tank tracks on it, really cool. Oh! Whoa, that was scary. I'm glad I didn't die. His face planted. Cleanse for deposited. I don't want to eat up all of this space here. How many parts do I have ready? I also have build and repair, but I do have the build and repair revised version. I'll link all this stuff in the comments once I'm done streaming and I start clearing up the video and everything like that. Yeah, this build and repair requires like 120, I think. Here, I'll pop it out so we can take a look. Build and repair block is, there you go. So a large grid one is going to be 120 superconductors to get started. So before anything, I'm going to have a refinery, make a real refinery up and ready to go before I can actually put one of these together. They're very expensive with that 1,300 construction components, 400 steel plates, 100 large steel tubes, 600 small steel tubes, 200 computers. So they're not very feasible. The idea behind this is not that I didn't want to, you know, just rely on build and repairs. I've had saves before where I just put 12 build and repairs down and then everything gets instantly built. It's not the main goal. It's not the main goal. You know, if I can have a build and repair that feels like an extra helping hand while doing stuff, that's kind of the idea here. You know, when I need to go grind down something that I've captured, you know, just make it a little easier. That's the main idea. Very cool. So I have a situation here. It's making materials. Okay, I think now we're done with the actual iron that I had here, so we're going to start relying on the actual stone again. But if I can get, yes, this is up. So we're going to go ahead and transfer that stone onto the refinery now. And let the refinery take care of it. Because I can yield more from that than what the survival kit is going to give me. And also, I don't need to do all this. And this can focus on production. And I can just transfer these back and forth. And then I can make the parts for this now. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up the assembler. Go ahead and any parts for it whatsoever. A little bit. And we're going to start building this. Once that's done, we won't longer have to worry about this. It should be a little easier. Let's go ahead and pop those in there. I already know I'm going to need more stone since we're out of iron over there. So let's get this going. Can't wait to get the wheels on the rover. Once I get the wheels, it should be a little bit more exciting.
Inventory full.
Should be a little bit more exciting. You know, early game stuff takes a while to get the stone processed. And you know how that goes. Let's get these back in here so they can continue to produce assembler parts. Chunk. Continue to mine. Very cool.
Inventory full.
I like the little particle effects on this planet. These little red things just floating around. I don't know what they are, but they're kind of cool. Let's go ahead and get more materials here. Up right here. This is what we got done. Should be cool. Very nice, very nice. Oh, those little red sparkly things in the sky. It's like confetti. Someone's showering me with rose petals. Might be it. That is. Let's go ahead and pop this in here. Try to collect some more. Yeah, one more load. I'm at it. Let's continue. We're gonna go ahead and keep mining, keep mining. So currently I'm working on fixing up my computer, giving it more storage, because I have a serious storage
Inventory
issue
full.
with my hard drives right now. Computer runs fine and all, but I am saving up to get another hard drive. Hopefully get a terabyte. I'm doing a live stream with this, but the idea was to make a video. I did want to tell a story. I have a whole scripted story that I want to tell around this. So you might see this series in a movie form in the near future if all goes well here, if I'm able to do that. Which is kind of one of the things that I like to do. Bit of a storyteller when I can be. But I would love to get something like that going. Get the system running again. love to be able to get the image from the live streams, edit it into an actual movie. Yeah, maybe in the future, we'll see. For now, I'm just focusing on getting everything set up for my live streams here. Like I said, I do plan on hopefully starting to stream on Saturdays and on Sundays, depending on what's going on with my work schedule. On a rare occasion, I do have to work on Saturdays, so...
Inventory
but
full.
Sundays are usually pretty free game for me. I usually get a day to myself. So, it should be fun to do something like that. Let's see here, where are we at? Let's continue to make parts. Alright, we have an assembler. Make everything here now. Now it's going to be cheaper to build things. Give me all of this stuff. I want the iron, nickel, silicon, stone, all these parts and things like that. I want them in here now. Perfect. Need the gravel right now. Test that out. So the first thing I want to do is lift this up with some pistons. That's going to be the first thing. So let's go ahead and get some steel plates. So I can place things. I think the way I'm going to do it is this. Let's get a piston. Let's see here. 1, 2, and a magnetic plate. Let's get that going.
Fuel low.
Let me place it before my fuel runs low. There we go.
Fuel
Perfect.
critical.
And now, should be able to get these. Got everything? 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Fuel. Queue it up. Alright. Very nice. I am going to go ahead and grab another load of stone while this is making. Because remember, I still gotta put wheels on all of these. I still have to set those wheels up. And I do plan on putting 5x5s on this rover. Like I said, we are on top of a mountain. And I'm sure getting down this mountain is going to be quite a fun time. So I want to focus on some bigger wheels. Definitely going to need some gyros. And then I can make my way out into one of those logistic posts. Alright, we should have this now. We'll weld you up. Perfect. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and reverse this guy. Maybe go in here and unlock all the magnetic plates. Unlock all the lights went off because of the event controller. They're set to turn on the lights when the magnetic plates hit the ground. So let's go ahead and just turn this off temporarily and get the lights back on. That way we continue to have lights here. Yeah, that'll work. Go ahead and reverse you. A little bit more height. Perfect. So now, get all those steel plates. The idea is to put some wheels on this. So I'm going to go ahead and 5. I think there should be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the back here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking the wheels go here and there, and this is the front of this thing. I'll put a cockpit in the middle. 2 wheels in front, 4 in the back here. Put a couple of gyros on it, and it should give me enough stability to get down the mountain. I'm hoping. Let's go ahead and do another one of those. So 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Let's see. Let's get some wheels. Should put some lights on this as well. I'm thinking this. If I can get first off 5x5s. These are the. Let's get the shorts. Off-road short 5x5 is what I'm looking at. Okay. So this is right side. I need the left side. Short 5x5. Here we go. Left side, right side. Perfect. So that'll be about the size of this vehicle. We'll do one here and one here. I could do 1, 2. Okay, is that correct? It is not. It is not correct. 2, 3. These 2 are correct. 1, 2, 3. Why is this not correct? I'm kidding. What did I do wrong? 1, 2, 3. 1, 4th, 1, 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm missing a block here. Okay, now we're set. So that'll be the chassis of this this rover. I'm thinking very simple. I'll just go ahead and put a line here for now. You know, I do want to add some more details to it and do different things to it, but just to get down from this mountain, I am only focused on efficiency, really. Functionality. Let's get a cockpit. Let's get a view here, right there.
Fuel low.
I have to make a bottle.
Critical.
Make a bottle right now. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can make that bottle. Production. Let's see here. Alright. Inventory. Now if I can toss this into... Oh no, I have the mod. So this mod just refuels my bottles if I go into an oxygenated cryopod or a cockpit or something like that. So I don't have to worry about putting it into the tank and stuff like that. Although I do have a tank here. So that'll facilitate things. It'll make life a little easier. I can fly a little longer. Let's get more materials because I know I will need a boatload of stone to get those wheels going now. And that's priority. Wheels, cockpit, couple gyros. Definitely going to be the priority. And then I can just grind down that assembler in the refinery and take it with me. We'll build it down on those planes. Maybe I can make a temporary base over here before I start heading out to the sunny side of the planet. I don't know for a fact what's what here yet, but I'm sure there are benefits to wrong spot. One side of the planet versus the other. So what I need next is, let's go ahead and queue up 6 of these. 6, perfect. Let's go ahead and queue those guys up. And that's going to require a lot of stone. So might as well go get it. And if you're checking out my channel for the first time, welcome here. I've done a lot of Space Engineers content in the past, some series and things like that. I do plan on going back to all of that. Now that my life has settled down a little bit, it's a little bit more peaceful. But right now I'm kind of focused on the live streams. Honestly, kind of having fun a little bit with it. Let me know what you guys think. There we go. I think I'll build the two ones first. At least we'll have power to begin. Let's see. Cool. Rocking. So we're mobile. Let's check this out.
Inventory full.
Cool. Just gotta keep feeding it the stone and eventually get there. More steel plates here. 20 on the motors. And then I'm going to queue up all of the wheels. The actual wheels. This one's done. What else we got? One more motor. I'll make the motor first. There we go. Boy, no. Okay, I should have these guys up now. Alright. Alright, it's a good run. Let's do 1, 2. Clear this out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. Don't need that many. Okay, that should be good. Alright. Seems like we're out of stone again. Home stretches is digging though. One of the first things I want to build is a mining ship. I'm a big fan of this whole digging by hand. I'm a big fan of it. We do it because we have to, or else we can't survive. But, yeah, for those of you guys who are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome, and give you a little bit of what's going on here. We are playing on the Trithorn system, where the planets actually move. These are not stationary objects. That planet has an orbit. I think it goes that way. The particular planet we are on right now, it's called Lantha, and we are on the dark side of this planet. We will never get sunlight here, and one of the issues with that is that we need food, we need power, so I'm limited to wind power right now, but I am not able to produce food. I do have some meal packs as reserves here to start. But yeah, one of the main goals is to get down from this mountain, just make this little survival pod that I'm in mobile, so we put some wheels on it. I'm in the process of welding these guys up, and hopefully get down this mountain all the way down there somewhere. There's a logistics post, I think, over there, if I'm not mistaken. And we're gonna go over there and try to score some materials. Wish me luck. Hopefully I don't flip the rover over on my way down. The priority right now is digging up stone. Where's my diggy hole? I need a diggy hole. There it is. Digging up stone to make those materials. But I think that once I'm down and I'm able to maybe grind up one of those logistics outposts, then I'll have enough materials to make this rover a lot better. Put some decent cargo on it, and things like that. And I can transform this into a little bit of a cargo rover to go collect some ores. Yeah, there's an outpost all the way over there. Go collect some ores and start producing things. But again, the main goal is to get to the sunny side of the planet where I can find some seeds, find some food, things like that, and eventually build a greenhouse so I can, be able to eat. Put the cockpit in the middle here. Looks like I placed that wrong. Yeah, it's just going to go here temporarily. I do plan on making this rover a lot better in the long run here. But as of now, it's just the beginnings. But yeah, let me get in the cryopod here. And while this is producing some materials, I want to go ahead and show you guys the orbits of these planets. Let's go to F8. So we're over there. That's Lantha, the planet that we are on. And as you can see, this star here has a specific... where's the... Oh yeah, it's kind of difficult to see, but you see that star, it will never reach the back of our planet. Our planet is circling around it, so it's doing that thing. And then we have these crazy orbits here for all these other planets that we're doing. These are all actually moving, guys, and they are pretty far. They are pretty far. So just to give you an idea of what we're playing with here, let's go back to our character. And turn this off. Didn't want to use it too much like a cheaty thing, but just to show you guys, give you guys an idea of what's going on with this system. I believe that over there, that blue planet in my crosshair there, is the closest one. And that is about, I think, 32,000 kilometers or something like that. Oh no, there is another one. It's on the opposite side. I think it might be a little closer. I don't remember exactly how close. But let's continue to get these wheels built. Oh, I thought I was building. Oh, I need more stuff. More stuff. Okay. Back to the Stone Age over here. But yeah, my goal is to, first thing, survive. Make myself self-sufficient on this planet, right? So, I'm thinking that once I get to the sunny side of the planet, I can establish an actual base that's going to be maybe my main source of production with everything. Let's see what kind of enemies we encounter too. I don't know what I'm going to encounter on this planet. So far, I've only seen the little logistics posts.
Inventory full.
And, but we will develop from there, hopefully snowball a little bit here soon, once we find ourselves in a better situation. Down to 78 food since I began. So we're doing okay for right now. I do have some food packs in there to hold me over until we do make it to the other side of the planet. But I do want to build some stuff here, and I do want to build some stuff there, so I feel like I'm going to encounter a point where it's going to be a bit detrimental for me to make a decision on whether food's more important or building is more important. Don't know exactly what's going to happen with that, but we'll see. What's going on with my production? I need a lot of stone. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping and collect stone. Let's just get it. Let's just get the stone that we need and get this show on the road. Let's not stay on top of this mountain for any longer than what we absolutely have to. Very cool.
Inventory full.
Here we are. Come on, refinery, make me those large steel tubes. I kind of went with the big tires, but the reason I went with the big tires is because we have to go down this mountain, and I feel like they give me more stability. And the last thing I want is for this, you know, my only survival kit to roll down the mountain and get destroyed. Which I have done in the past. But it's okay. You know? If we need to go back to the Stone Ages to start over, then so be it. I hope it doesn't happen, knock on wood. We get a little bit luckier than
Inventory full.
But let's continue. Let's continue to build this big guy here. Okay, we got some more. There we go. First wheel's up. Second wheel. Can we get another one? Construction. Where are we building right now? Doing this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we need to do. It's in there. We'll need the rest. There we go. So these are the materials that we need. Would like to get this one done first, because the two front ones are really important. Although I'm most likely not going to leave until they are all done. Just for the sake of safety. Safety first. Also gyros. Okay. Stone's still in there? No. Did get some more product. More materials. More components. So there we go. Okay, we got 3. Technically, yeah, 4 out of this 6. Okay, stone time. This weather is totally schizophrenic out here. So I got every time I come out here, it's a little different. I think it's going to be curious to determine when to go to a planet. Because if you GPS these planets, from what I understand, what they do is the orbit around them is a locked space. That means you can go there, set up a GPS, set up a static grid around them, right? Like under asteroid belt around them, and you would still be okay. It's when you get far enough from the planet that space is a different type of static, right? So basically, although these planets are moving, they act like static within their own space, if that makes any sense. I was trying to figure out how they work. Look at this, we got a total whiteout now, we can't see anything. Look at that black hole, that huge one that was up here. You can barely see it. Can't even see the planet that was over there anymore. So that's what my understanding is. So right now we're locked to the grid of planet Lantha. That's why we are moving relative to the other planets, but relative to us we're not. I wonder how the game plays that out. It's pretty interesting to me. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. If you kind of know how that works. It's the Trithorn system. If you look for the mod, it's in the Steam workshop. I will link these mods that I'm using at the end of the stream here. Once again, so if you want to play along, I might even just set up a beginner scenario where you start with this and play along if you are interested. Let's see how that works out once I'm done here. I do plan on having some good times today. Once I get past this boring part here with the hand mining, I don't know. I feel like it's always the beginning of the game that's a little slow taking off. Once you get some materials, and things can be more about creativity, right? In the beginning, you just kind of have to grind out all the stone, especially since I'm building something a little bit bigger right off the bat. It just takes a little bit of time. But here we go. Let me get this one done. Alright, we got all the wheels. So this is the main thing that I needed. The next priority is going to be cockpit. I need the cockpit to be able to drive this thing. And then the other thing are going to be gyros. I'm not going down this mountain without gyros. I think I can put 2 of them on here. 2 of them would be interesting. Where do I want to put them? Yeah, let's just put them next to the cryo right here and right here. Okay, so let's get this and this parts for all you guys. How are we doing with the production of the cockpit? Do I need more stone already? Of course I do. Need all this. Yeah, I need more stone. Should be the last one, I'm hoping. We got a cockpit. This works. This is working. Alright, this works. Let me go ahead and get some more stone so I can build those gyros. And I'm going to go ahead and grind down that refinery and assembly. I'm going to take that with me. I need those materials right now. So when we get down near the logistics post, I can, I don't know, maybe grind that down and turn it into my own base or something. Like a temporary base out here.
Energy low.
I do need to find some ores, you know, your iron, nickel, silicon, maybe even some
Inventory full.
magnesium so I can get some bullets going. Is that lightning? Please don't tell me this planet has lightning. And if it does, please tell me it's off. I hate lightning damage. It's like the worst thing. I don't know if you ever played with lightning damage on. It's a nightmare. I don't like it. I really don't. There we go. Okay, that's one gyro. We are technically mobile. Technically. I think what I can do is pop a... Can I pop one of these in the back here? So I can transfer these guys, this stuff. After that, let's make this stuff. Yeah, because I'll need something to pop all this material into. Need one more motor. Perfect. That is running. Can I now... What's up? Yeah, let's just put it right here. I need a little bit of room. Of course you're not done. What do we need? Iron. Alright, I'll go get another load. I need some power. While I refuel my suit here, just want to thank you guys for coming out and watching me. I know it's been a long time since I've done some serious live streaming, so it feels good to be back. It really does feel good to just have the weekend to myself, enjoy a weekend to, you know, do some gaming and just be creative and, you know, have some fun. Like I used to. Life's been all about work lately, so it's good to unwind and just enjoy myself. So thank you for joining me this weekend. You guys watching? Appreciate y'all being here. If you're new to my channel, yeah, welcome. If you have seen my content before, yeah, feel free to check out some of my old content too. That stuff's fun. We plan to continue some of that stuff and see what we can do here. But as of right now, like I was saying, main goal, get down the mountain. Priority number 1.
Inventory full.
Okay, priority number 1, down the mountain. I was gonna say let's wait for morning to drive down, but I forgot this planet doesn't have morning. Well, this side of it doesn't. Okay, well that's making, let me weld this. Make sure I have a stronger structure for the chassis here. At least until I decide what I'm going to do. What I forgot to do, I haven't even checked my battery. I'm not too worried about it because I do have an engine here, hydrogen engine. But I just realized I haven't even looked at it. While I'm at it, let me take a look at it. Let's take a peek at the battery. 19 hours. Oh, we're good. Yeah, unless the production got transferred to here, so we're not burning through all of that. 2 steel plate. Are you kidding me? That's it. Yeah, cool. 1 construction. Few builds, we can now grind this down and head down the mountain. Oh, this is exciting. So, look at what we built. This thing looks like a, I don't know what it looks like. I just wanted to get that thing mobile, so put it on a platform with wheels. That's what we've done so far. It's not fancy, guys. It's not fancy, but it's ours, and we should be proud of it. Let's go. Let's get this poppin'. What's in here? Let me empty this out. Get all this stuff here. I don't need the gravel, you stay there. Alright, oh, it took the power out. That's why it's not letting me go through. Cool. Now I can get this and grind you out. Cool. This is nothing important. That's gravel. That's gravel. Let's pop these materials in here. Oh boy, I just got a little heavy over there. Let's go ahead and set one thing up here. I need to place this with handbrake on and turn it on for when I release it, so it doesn't roll away on me. Did the parachutes just go off? Is that what I saw? I think they did. Okay, we don't have the option of parachutes anymore. Okay, we'll find a way. We'll find a way. Give me a couple more blocks just for stability here on the cockpit in case we bottom out a little bit. Just in case. Not that it's going to do much, it's just this twig of a bar here that it'll make me feel better. Does that count? Alright, so wheels. Control A for all of them. I think I'm gonna leave the strength at about, let's do a 10 and then max height. I don't want them to be too strong right now because I don't want to bounce off any, because this is what we're dealing with here in reality. So I have to discover what's the best course of action to get down. I think this way here is the right in front of me, directly in front of me. I think we go down to the right and then down there. I think that's the proper way. Alright. Yeah, we got see, these craggies are going to be a problem. If I see them up here, that means down the long way. Along the way, it's going to be a bunch of them. How steep is this? It's pretty steep. But we have to go very calmly. Okay, very slow, take my time. No rush here. The goal is to make it down there in one piece. Let's go. I noticed I forgot to put lights on it, but it does have the floodlights. It'll suffice for now. That's good enough lighting for now. Okay. It feels like if I can go just straight down here, assuming that these bumpies aren't too bad. Look at all these crags, these craggies. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna get stuck, bottom out on something here. Is the weather changing again? Wish me luck, boys. We're going down a mountain. We are heading down a mountain. We'll be okay over here. Starting to feel a little better. You've gone around the mountain. There we go. Yep. There we go. I thought this was going to be a little smoother over here, but I mean, knock on wood, it's not bottomed out yet. Hopefully keep it that way. And then I can stressful. Okay. I feel like these wouldn't even matter if this was a large grid rover. And I'm glad I went with the 5x5s. Can you imagine if I went with the 3x3s or 2x2s here? I would have been stuck. Alright. We made it. We made it. I think this is good. One of the things I need to do is build an ore detector. Let me see if I have enough materials to pop an ore detector on here. I think an ore detector would be very beneficial if I come across anything that... Oh, I can't make ore detectors on... Yeah, the survival kit won't make the detector components that I need. I need to set up the assembler to get them back in. Okay. So we don't have one for now. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a giant crevasse between us and that logistics post. And when I was looking from up there, there is a big break on the floor here, on the ground. I just don't remember where it is. I think I'm heading towards it. I just gotta be aware of it. But that's where we want to go, logistics outpost. I think that'll be a good start. Good start with some good materials. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my beacon just to save some power. Oh yeah, here it is. I knew it. Yeah, I remember seeing this from the top of the mountain. This is not a spot where I want to go. But I also remember that it ended here, so we can go around it. Yeah, you don't want to come flying and fall down one of these crevasses here. That would be the end of the game. You'd have to start from down there. Oh no. For those of you guys who did log in yesterday when I was doing the attempt of these streams, I do want to apologize for all the technical difficulties we had, and I'm glad things got fixed and we're able to move forward now. After that, I actually took some time to go, do a little studying on the whole streaming side of things and the graphics side of things of what I needed. There's a drone here, and I think okay. Where's the drone? Is it behind us already? It is. Where is it? I'm scared of this drone. Not because it has guns or anything, but it carries a cargo container, and in other saves, this drone has dropped that cargo container on top of my buildings and rovers, and it causes damage. Look how low it comes. Look how low it comes before it wants to drop this cargo. I should give him like 500 meters or something. Like, it's gonna drop it, I think. Come on, drop it. There it is. Okay, this one actually caught. Sometimes it goes too low and then this cargo just explodes. And it's like a bomb on top of your rover instead of it being a blessing. It's just damage in disguise. Damage in the sky? In disguise. You get the point. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Metal grids, so I don't have to chase cobalt right away. I don't have a refinery to process this, but once I do, this could be a significant amount of power. This means good tools, and this means survival kits. I like. I'm going to take all of this. And since we don't have anything right now, I'm grinding everything. Normally I leave these behind once I have a surplus of materials. I just get the good stuff and leave the rest. For now, everything is needed. So let's get these guys going. Come on. Sweet. I think I can put a little bit more strength on my wheels now, since we're on flat ground. So let's give it, I think I can go like about an 18 strength. So now I don't feel as bad if I bottom out. Jesus, with this weather, look at how it's like, it's fine. It's completely white. It's completely white out right now. Can't see nothing. Can't see anything. But look at this. Yeah, the logistics outpost. That drone would have been a good thing to capture. But I think that out of this, I can make a decent platform here with. Well, first thing, let me see if I can get my ore detector running. That's the first step. What's in here? Yes, please. I will take that. I will definitely take that. Better grinder to grind you down with. Yeah. What's in here? Ah, perfect. Detector component. It's exactly what I need. Oh man, food. Yes. This is 30%, this is 40%. I think I'll go with the 40% for right now. And that should keep me back up on my food consumption. Motors and solar panels. Solar panels are kind of useless out here. Until we get to the sunny side of the planet, they are going to be pretty much useless. I think what I'm going to do is mark this spot for now. I can always come back here, put a connector on it, and use this to recharge my rover. And also, I can. I do want to set up a refinery and assembler. Which now comes time to make a decision, right? Because I can do a couple of things. I can grind this down for parts. I can just take over it, right? Which I think I will do, as a matter of fact. Let's take a look at the system here. Claim the grid. Okay. Well, transfer, do I need to do anything? No. Okay. So now this is my grid. I mean, technically, I could just build the refinery and assembler on top here. It's got power. And, whoa. Big lag spike there. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I could put refinery assembler up here, and then I can go scout around with my rover to find some iron and silicon. Right? I think that might be the game here. To get things started. So since we have a detector now, let me get my fuel back up. Just have to be careful because this is going to be my survival kit. So I can't crash it, I can't destroy it. But I think that's the play for right now. So let's set up a GPS. Yes. So this is Lantha, and this is going to be logistics post. I'll put home after it just so it's there. So the GPS screen looks a little different because all these planets are moving. it's very important to label it which planet you're on in order for that GPS to be attached to that planet. So this one's called Lantha. So see, it gives you a second one. And if you click here, see proxy, do not edit. You can't edit these or else it's going to lose your GPS into the middle of space. So you'll end up with 2 of them per unidentified signals. Why do I have unidentified signals? Do I? I don't. Fully visible? Oh, I do. I thought I turned those off. Okay. Maybe I did not. Maybe I didn't. So there's a platform 191,000 kilometers away. We're not going to make it to that anytime soon. Okay. So I think that, yeah, back to where I was saying. So that's going to be the gameplay here. Let me create a spot here that I can pop the refinery. They're going to go right here. So let's do refinery here. Assembler. I would love to have the better assembler, but I need a little one to make it. So let's start with that. So assembler here. Facing this way. Refinery right there. Facing this way. And eventually I can put a cargo there. So let me get the parts for these guys. Off the back of the rover. We know we got those, so we can put them in there. And this is going to be the new temporary home. Cool. So now we find things, put them in here. Let me see if I can make a cargo that can go here. Have it already. It's here. Let's see. Can I collect that? Steel tubes, which I know where to find. Perfect. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let me take a look at that. I can lower the game down a little bit and get the voices a little clearer. Let's try that. Microphone check, testing 1, 2. Microphone check, testing 1, 2. Let me know in the comments after you hear this test if it got a little better. I lowered the gameplay a little bit and increased the volume of the microphone. It also might be that my microphone's a little lower than me right now. Let me see if I can lift it a little bit. This might be a little bit better. I'm trying to keep it closer to me. I have the tendency to kind of lean back away from it sometimes. But, yeah, let me know how that sounds. And thanks for letting me know. I need my glasses to read your name. Sorry, I'm blind. Out to real, too. Awesome. Appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, so now I can empty my cargo. I can go ahead and empty my cargo and pop all of this stuff to make my rover lighter. Is the main goal here, really.
Inventory
I can't do that yet. So let's get rid of... I don't know why they put this here. This is kind of silly. Oh. Did I just grind? Just give me a regular stairs here. Does that work? Yeah, that's kind of what we need. Okay. Still too loud? Game's still too loud? Let's drop it a little bit more. Let's try it. The other option is to go into the actual game, right? Audio. Let's drop that to like, yeah, like there. Let me know how that comes out. Let me know how that sounds to you. I'm glad you're letting me know. Appreciate it, because I'm starting to learn more and more how to calibrate these things when I'm doing my live streams here. Appreciate you. Okay, I got some apple seeds. That's a good start. That's a good start. Okay. So now I have all this room here that I can have as a living space. I can put a, well, we do have a bed here already. I don't even make one. I don't even need to. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad this sounds better for you. To be honest, it kind of sounds better in my headphones too. I am playing with the mod that quiets your tools, right? The quieter tools. I heard there is one for the weather. I think that's what's making the big fuss sound here. It's the weather one. So might want to set that up eventually. I'll take a look for the next stream. Maybe there's a mod for that. Quiets just the sound of the weather too. Okay, let's take a look here. Ore detector. Max range. I just want to scout around a little bit and see if we can find some iron, some nickel, some silicon, and maybe some magnesium. Oh, speak of the devil, right there. Perfect. Perfect. So I think the next step here would be to collect enough material to make a miner. Right? Once I collect the miner, then getting these things, it's just going to be so much easier. Then I can focus on building up this rover, making a little base here. That's something that's nicer. And then a fly-in, I'm thinking an atmospheric vehicle that can take me to the opposite side of the planet. And I either go live there or I set up a greenhouse there to produce my food and bring it back and forth. I'm not too sure how I'm going to go about that just yet. But I think that that's going to be something to get started with. But step one, it's always the miner. You know, you always have to get the mining ship going, or else you're mining by hand forever, and I'm not a big fan. But we found some iron, and I'm going to mark this location here. Perfect. Where am I? Okay. I'm gonna set a GPS here. First off, let me copy something. This here. Copy. Copy. Okay, /GPS. Lantha. Iron. There we go. Going out. this is doing that. I'm gonna go get another one just to get me ready for this build here that I want to put together soon. Very awesome. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna roam around a little bit more and see if I can find some nickel, silicon as well. Let's go. So, iron here. So one of the cool things about the ore distribution about this planet that I have noticed is that you're not going to get like a location that has absolutely every ore that you need. You know, your typical vanilla experience. We are going to actually have to search around a little bit. I think that they are more spread apart. The ores are more spread apart, and the other thing is that they are going to be unique to that location. So if you find silicon, it's going to be nothing but silicon. Iron, nothing but iron. Yeah, I think it makes it more interesting. It makes it so where you have to travel around more in the game. And you know, when I did a test run on this mod, the Trithorn mod, that's what I noticed. You know, I just placed down one of my rovers and went driving around, and I noticed that the stones are sorry, the ores are very separate. There's a couple more things that I discovered along the way that I don't want to. Oh, here's nickel. That I don't want to spoil too many things, but it's going to be a fun and interesting factor to travel around. From planet to planet, because they are moving, you know. When we get to another galaxy, for example, I haven't made it that far. I haven't made it that far in this save to where I had to travel to another galaxy yet, but I'm pretty much approaching to how far I've done and how extensive my research was on this mod. I just wanted to make sure it worked, and it does, which is kind of cool. Let's get some nickel so we can make some motors. And if we're going to make an atmospheric flyer, we're going to need a lot of motors, so nickel's going to be important here. I need a better tool. I think you need cobalt for the first tier of drill. So if we find cobalt, I can maybe make a better drill. Let me GPS this location now. / GPS. Lantha nickel. Pop that in the cargo. How are we doing for space here? It's filled. I did collect a little bit of ice. I can actually pop this ice into this section. Let me get in here. Just pop it in here. There we go. Because then it'll keep my H2O2 going. Very awesome. Okay, so cargo is filled. Let's head back to the base, unload, and then go look for silicon and cobalt. I think that's going to be the main thing that we need. This planet really is a frozen wasteland. I like it. I like what they did to it. I like the skybox. This is a cool system. Iron, we already tagged that. We already marked that. I don't know. This is going to spoil. I feel like this mod is going to spoil me a little bit. I've always played with stationary planets in this game. You know, it's like, oh, you look up, Mars is always on in the same spot in the sky, for example. And with this, it's not the same. It's not how it works. You know, let's see if I can do a test with you guys. And this takes some time, but let me see. Come on, get up there. So if I'm standing right here on this, okay. I don't know if those are gonna move. I don't know how. I don't know. I would like to do it with a planet, but I don't see any planets out here. Is that a planet? I don't know. Kind of remember that it's on top of the assembler here. We'll come back in a little while. You'll see how it changes. It's legitimately like looking at a night sky, which is the thing that amazes me the most about it. And honestly, when I found this mod, I assumed that it would just completely fry my CPU and my computer would not be able to handle it, so I did a test on it and it wasn't too bad. You know, obviously there are little lag spikes here and there. I mean, we got every planet moving. I mean, it's expected, right? But I don't know. Where's that other planet? I don't see it, man. I kind of wanted to. I did this the last time I was playing because I didn't believe that the planets were moving for a while. Stand here. I'm gonna leave that on the cursor. Okay, now I'm static. Alright, let me drink some water. Give me 1 second here. But if you look long enough, they move. That one's too far. You can see it better with the planets. Anyways, let me get the rest of the stuff here. It's like watching paint dry, but trust me, they move. Okay, how are we doing? Food, good. Okay, let's take another roam around. Let's see if we can find some other stuff. I went, which way? I went that way, iron there, nickel there. Let's go, I came from this way, but I didn't have an ore detector. Let's see what I can find going up this way. Very cool. Ooh, magnesium. Okay, this is a good find. Slash GPS. Magnesium. Okay. I'm gonna mark that. I'm not gonna pick it up just yet. I don't even have a gun to fill. And I have a feeling that space is going to be an issue because I only have one cargo over there. I would much rather find cobalt than silicon at this point. And that's assuming we can find cobalt. Let's see what's over here. Some big mountains over here. These are kind of cool. You know, we build a beacon tower over there just to. There's some more iron. I'll mark it, but I already got one. Yeah, we'll mark it as number 2, which is fine. So number 1's always the first one found. The closest one to the base. We are all the way over there. I think I'm gonna make... Oh, is that... No, my God. No, don't do this to me. No. No. I got excited because I saw uranium. Oh my God. I'm such a noob. I'm such a noob. Alright. Can we gyro out of here? Override on off, override on off. Gyros, override controls. Let's try y'all. Nope. Edge. Okay, we got it. Back to 0, override controls off. Phew, that was interesting. A little scary. I don't need to write it all out. You are for uranium. Yeah. Where was I? I just got completely discombobulated. Where is my... There it is. Okay, I'm facing the opposite way now. That could have been really bad. I could have lost my rover for being silly. I think I'm gonna go behind this mountain here, see if I can find something. Maybe I'll go around it, come back the other side, and we'll scout a good amount of area here to be able to see what we can find. Gold. You know what the issue is I got brakes on the front wheels. Let me turn these off. Brake off. Because that's what I did. I slammed on the brake and then it nosedived me. Brake off. I did a front flip. Gold. Right there. So now I can slam on the brakes all I want. It won't flip over. See? There we go. GPS. Gold. AU. Perfect. This is good. This is good. We're getting all the basic stuff that we need. If I put a main refinery down here, I mean, gold is... we still need platinum if we're going to build some ionic thrusters to go into space, but as soon as I find cobalt, we're pretty much unlocked with everything. That means I can get some, at least some hydrogen thrusters going. We got plenty of ice here to fuel something up. It's a start. It's a start. It's something that we can get going here for sure. Let's continue. Let's continue to seek out some of the cope. There you go. Exactly what we need. GPS. Cobalt. Gimme. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Definitely taking the load back with me. Gonna need this. Alright, so the only thing that I need right now would be silicon. As you can see, this is all ice. We're not going to dig stone down, except for, you know, the peaks of the mountains, kind of like we did when we first started. I mean, there are some areas where we can find stone. It's just a little bit more separated. If I really need it for silicon, but I'd rather find a silicon node and be able to just collect it that way. And here we are, cobalt. Big load of this, big load of that. Honestly, one load of cobalt should get me going for quite some time. I should be able to make at least my first little miner that'll get us to a bigger production. Now I'm starting to wonder, right? Do I build a base, like a static base, or do I build a rover mobile base, where on that rover I would have to have my miner and cargo ship, a ship that to go over to the opposite side of the planet and collect, well, build a farm, a food farm? Or do we prepare to just go live on the other side of the planet and then come visit this side? I think that might be the better play, to be honest, because just because it's so dark, but there's some good resources here so far, you know. I think we answer that once we go there. I mean, we can use the logistics post for a temporary base. I think that would be fine for now. Gotta be careful with these craggies. Come on, silicon. Here's more nickel. I'll go ahead and mark it, because why not? We've already got that. We need a big one of silicon now. Iron. Okay, iron's marked. Let's see. The base is all the way over there. We're about 6Ks out. So I think I'm just gonna make a wide, big turn here until we get all the way back there. Yeah, I think that might be the way to do it. Miner, just focus on making a mining ship and getting some large refineries down. I mean, whoa, no, don't do this. Don't do this. I could make an atmospheric mobile base for the planet. Honestly, I've never done an atmospheric mobile base, because usually when I made a flying mobile base, it was to go to space. But we do have a reason to traverse this plane, right? This planet. We do have a reason for it. so I'm not too sure. Where is the... all the way over there. I mean, hopefully we'll find some silicon before we get there, huh? If not, then it is what it is. Then we can figure it out without the silicon for now. Oh no, I'm gonna need silicon for the computers on the bigger assembler. Yeah. It's going to happen. I thought these wheels would be good enough for this area. It's starting to feel like they're even small. Feels like they are too small. Come on, silicon, show up. Come on, we found uranium and gold and not silicon yet. There's something wrong. I hope I don't have to just get my silicon from stone the whole time. That would be horrible. We really need a miner. Here's another gold node. Mark that, /GPS. AU. Getting a little cluttered with the GPS. I'll clear them out once we park up there. For as much as I want to just go really fast, this truck is not that stable. We already flipped it once. Don't want that to happen again. Would be terrible. Hit any nodes here. Oh, that's the boss over there. Back this way. So we need to go back to there. I mean, we'll go at least unload the rover if we don't find anything, since we're right here anyway. The iron we marked earlier. I mean, that's it really, just the silicon. Okay, no worries. Let's get this cobalt. Pop it in here. What are we doing for space here? It's time to make another cargo. Right? Sure is. Yep. I mean, I don't know how much power we have on this space, but it looks like we're doing... What's the... Access denied. I can't grind that. Let's see, battery. Does it tell me at least how long? Oh, 1 day. We're good. We're fine. We have the windmill. Okay. Alright. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take another spin around here and see if I can find some silicon. So, which way did I go? I went towards the magnesium last time. The big crevasse is over here. And we went to that iron 2, gold over there, nickel 2. So I went all the way behind the mountain. Did I go in front of the mountain this time? Yeah, maybe in front of the mountain now. Maybe there's stuff on this side of it. Let's see. Ore detector is indeed on. It is. I don't know why it would be off because I never turned it off. But let's see what's going on. I think that in the long run here it should be a good location. You know, I can take advantage of a few of these spawns. Maybe there's more like this logistics, or maybe a couple enemy ones. If I can take advantage of them, then I can collect a lot of materials here. And we'll get settled. We'll start building. Start building something interesting. I can't believe I haven't gone over anything in quite some time. Can't really see the spots in the ground like your typical space engineer's experience when you're looking for different ores. You know what I mean? Not here. Everything's just snowy white. Magnesium again. Okay. No, it's working at least. Magnesium. I like the border of the mountains here. I have faith that we might find something along the borders of the mountain. Let's keep riding it. So yeah, that's where I went behind there. Let's go check that mountain, that other side. I think the gold was around here. Yeah, right there. So this side here is the next side I want to go to. It's a bigger mountain too. A big boy. Let's see. Any luck? Come on, silicon. Come on, silicon. Okay. I don't think I've ever had to look for silicon this hard in my life. Maybe gold or uranium or platinum, yes, but never for silicon. Oh, okay. I'm gonna grind around a little bit, try to get it. Just keep driving. Keep on keeping on. Last one to die is hope. Cobalt again. I mean, might as well mark it, I guess. Okay. Cobalt. It would be interesting to find where that drone went. Kind of forgot about him, but he's out there in the world somewhere. Okay, this is iron. Gosh, I'm not even gonna stop. Iron. Alright, it's getting a little rough. Come on, Cillian. Uranium again? That's worth marking. Damn. Cool. Uranium. It's always the searching phase in this game that kind of slows everything down. If you are able to get every mineral that you need, if you at least locate them, then you're smooth sailing. But this isn't vanilla, right? So it's not your typical ore parameter that you're used to, the standards that we're used to with vanilla. So, hey. For what I know, there might not even be silicon on this side of the planet. I don't know why there wouldn't be, but I mean, it's a possibility. Alright. I feel like I've gone far enough away. I can make a big turn and come back the other way and hopefully cover double the amount of grounding here. Cillian, holy cannoli. Look at that. We finally got Cillian. I am how far from the base? I'm just gonna go ahead and clear my GPSs because I added so many. These. Okay. This is how far we are from the base. 16 kilometers. Last GPS. Silicon. Use silicone. Alright, let's dig some out. Let's dig some of it. Take some silicon back to the base. Okay, so now we got iron, nickel, silicon, and cobalt. I have in mind magnesium. I just don't find a need for it just yet. Until I start making weapons, I'm not really going to worry about it. But let's take a couple loads of this back to the base. And with this, I can start designing a mining ship. then my next trip out here should be much more profitable than just a couple of bags full. That should make life easier. Jeez, 16 kilometers away from the base. I'm sure, you know, let me predict the future here. One of the things that always happens to me when I don't find something like this is on my way back I find another one. So I predict that we find another silicon node on the way back, because I am taking a slightly different pattern on the way back. And if we do, great. If we don't, great. But we did find some silicon here, and this is a great start. So now we officially have all the basic ores that we need. It's a bit of a rough start, but, you know, not really, because we do technically have a base, kind of, you know, still logistics post. Maybe we convert that into just the regular base, and we build from there. I'm kind of torn on what to do next, right? I know I have to make the mining ship, but after the mining ship is what I mean by next in this case. We do have to get to the other side of the planet, right? That's where we're going to find, be able to plant the seeds and create you know, a greenhouse, be able to harvest some food. However, once we get food, you know, to survive, we're gonna be okay. And then what? Gonna have to travel all the way to the other side of the planet to go get food? Or do we just sit there and produce a bunch of food and then come back? So I think that what would be a little bit more interesting is to, yeah, maybe we could have that back and forth travel, but have a specific vehicle, carrier vehicle, maybe with a miner on it that flies, you know. I usually build a large grid rover with a miner, and then we just roll around and collect a lot of stuff. That's usually kind of my gameplay on these situations. But why not an atmospheric large grid flyer instead of the rover, right? And we can still put the mining ship on it, and then we can make these trips back and forth. We do have a speed mod. I can go up to 500 meters a second on this speed mod. Not that it's safe to do that, but it's an option. If we can optimize a ship that can travel from here to the opposite side of the planet in maybe, let's say, 10 minutes, right? Let's say the trip takes that long. Then we're good. It's not that horrible. I can load up a cargo full of materials, go over there, build this facility to go get food, try my best to automate it, maybe build a refinery and assembler over there too. Might, you know, who knows? I might even end up liking that side better and be able to, you know, expand there. Out of all the ores that we need to find still, silicon and platinum are the last two that we need to find. I don't know. I don't know where those are, to be honest. I don't know if they spawn on this side of the planet. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe they spawn on the other side. I'm not going to worry about platinum and silver right now. Only because I have a little bit of silver in my inventory at the base from that drone that dropped it. And I do have a little bit of platinum. You know, for what we're going to build right now, we're not going to be using a large amount on it anyways. So it should be fine. Man, we came a long way. It's gonna be on the opposite side of the mountain, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. And that silicon was far. Seven Ks. Yeah, it's on the opposite side of this mountain. I think it was closer to this side, if I remember correctly. I'm going the opposite side. But no worries. We'll continue. We shall continue back to the base. I think it's interesting that nothing else spawned while I was out here. You know, I did travel a lot. I figured another facility would have spawned or something. What am I doing? What am I going this way for? Is this safe? Is this even safe? Okay. This is over there. I don't know why I came this way. I could have just gone around. But it's okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Well, keep going. Keep going. There's a hole in the ground. There's a hole in the voxel. Let's see. Alright. Okay. That was the worst of it. Oh my god. Are you joking with me? What did I say? What did I predict? What did I predict? Look at this. 4Ks from the base. Silicon. But can't complain. At least we have silicon closer than 16 kilometers. That works. That will work. I knew it. My prediction was correct. Alright, alright, alright. Guys, as soon as I get to the base here, I will be taking a quick 5-minute break. Just have to run out and collect my food for my dinner, or else I won't have dinner a little later. It gets delivered to me here, so I'm gonna have to step out for about 5 minutes, and I will be back shortly. I'm just gonna keep the stream rolling here. I'm gonna park it back on the base here and throw this material down. I have a few seconds before I have to go there, and then you'll have to pardon me for about 5 quick minutes, and I will be right back. So for now, let's just get to the base, park it, and unload it. How are we doing on power? I think we're still good. I haven't even turned on my hydrogen engine. But with all this ice here, I'm not too worried about the power on the rover, honestly. I think I'll be okay. And I can always connect it to the base too. You can always upgrade the base with more windmills. But I think that at this point, we're going to be set here to start building something a little bit more substantial. Honestly, I want to protect my survival kit instead of keep driving around with it everywhere I go. But you know, we'll cross these bridges once we get to that. Right now, it's all speculation. I tend to make a billion plans and execute maybe 2 or 3 good ones. My train of thought is kind of scattered sometimes. I'm sure you guys noticed by now. But yeah, let's unload this silicon. onto the refinery. Look at that, we even have more ice. Okay, take that. The ice can go into this system here, which these two systems are not connected. The cargo in the back there is not connected to anything here. Also, so my food doesn't run out, I'm gonna go in here. But I will leave you guys with the beautiful view of... Oh wait. I have to beacon. I have to turn on my beacon so I can see it. Fully visible. Did it turn on? On. There we go. Now I can go to here. There it is. We are all the way over there. Oh, look at this. There's another planet over here. Let me leave my... I'm gonna put my crosshairs dead in the middle of Lantha. That's Lantha over there. This red one, I'm not too sure what it is. Alright, I will... Wait a minute. I can add this one to the view here too. Okay. Crosshairs, middle of Lantha. There you go. Nice view. I will be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Alright, I am back. I apologize for leaving there for a second, but had to be done. Let's get back to this. So, what's on the cards right now? Well, it's time to build a miner, right? We need something to collect these stones more efficiently. I need something that's going to help me take this refinery into a large refinery, a large assembler. Need to upgrade all this stuff. I'm still considering whether I stay on this base or just build my own little platform, grind this down. I kind of want to do it myself, to be honest. Why not? We'll make something nice. We'll make something nice there. But yeah, so far so good. Let's see. I think that I'll just start by grinding this side of the building here. Take some steel plates to start building a platform. Start doing some of this work. Yeah, let's do that. And for you guys joining now, we are playing on the Trithorn system. Welcome here. We're playing survival mode. The big situation right now is that we are on a planet that the sun only reaches one side of it. The Trithorn system, the planets actually move. So we're in a tough spot here. Well, I don't really need that right now. Let's see. What am I doing? There we go. What color do I want to build in? It feels like snowy area here, so I kind of want like, let's see. Let's do like a frosty look, right? Frozen armor. I have like a blue frozen armor. Yeah, it feels very icy to me. I'm just gonna build a basic little platform here. And I'm gonna transfer I'm not going to transfer. I'm going to start building this as it's supposed to be. So this is going to be my refinery and assembler room here. Actually, no. I need to build a miner first. What am I thinking? Sorry. Landing gear. Let's get to the miner. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Let's get a small landing gear right there, and I'm gonna build on top of this. Okay, we'll come back to building the refinery and all of that after we get the miner going. Cargo. I think the cargo I want is going to be, I like this cargo. I think this is a good cargo size. Let me think about this. I want to create a nice design. Do we do atmospherics? Do we do hydrogen? What do we do here? Let's see. This is the point where I change my mind a bunch of times. Let's do that. A cockpit. Trying to think about how I'm going to do this. The drills. So let's focus on this here first. So I'm going to pop one of these on each side. I could then how do I do this? I like this cockpit for drillers, but at the same time Can I pop something like right there? Is that too close? I feel like it's too close to the cockpit. I kind of want to put it a little bit further forward. Or do I want to put it sideways? Let's see. Something like that. Could be an option. So drill there. Then down here, and I could just pop them out in there. That might not be the height. I think it's here. Interior plates. What can I grind for interior plates here? You. You. Perfect. Kind of cool if it was a little bit lopsided, if the front one sit first. One more though. I'm gonna do one more block here. I wonder if that's good. I think that's good. I think that's something that can fit in the hole like that.
Fuel low.
Fuel low.
Fuel critical.
I could then put a cargo here like this. See, that's the issue. I mean, it fits. Those. How about a thruster? What if I did that? See, this pops it out. We could do two here. Two thrusters. that. Am I crazy or does this work? It fits. It does fit. But does it burn? I think it doesn't, because it fits right in the middle there. Let me see something. Maybe I can do the circular ones. This might be a dumb move, but I'll figure it out as I need to. Okay. So that's for forward. And then I could put a bunch of little ones on the sides. Or do I just... This doesn't necessarily have to be there like that. And I do have a little bit more room. So why not one of these cargoes instead? Right? So that height, that'll connect everything. We can then pop the thruster, the lateral thrusters here. Pop a square one right there in the middle. Let's try it. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but this thing might not even fly. Kind of takes this down, this idea down. I don't know if I love that idea. I don't think I do. Kind of like that. Let's see. What do I do with the carbon? I mean, this idea here kind of functions. The problem is the side to side, but the side to side can go in the back. So what if I did this? Right, like one there, one there. These are my uppers. I can put little ones in the middle. And then technically I can pop these here for going forward. The problem is going to be with a connector in this situation. If I put a connector above, I need to see this welded. I need some parts for that. I mean, that could be something. Unless... No, that's connected to the front. That works. And I can do battery. Let's get... Let's do a battery there. Battery there. And since this is a minor, I can get away with a small connector. Meaning I don't need to have a large connector here. We do thrusters to the sides, right? Because we're going to need the square ones here. Boom. Boom. And technically I would need to push forward as well. Then I can just do conveyors right there and do a small connector.
Fuel low.
Now we can do a small connector in between those two. So we have up, two up, one each side, forwards. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this build and see if it works. I'm worried about it being loaded and not carrying enough. That's kind of what I'm struggling with a little bit. But I think it might. I think we'll be fine. So then I would have a connector. There's my connector here. So I can get away with something like this here. Like that. The other thing I should worry about is sorters. But then I got space for sorters down here. Yeah, that works. I think I build it. Okay, I have to make sure that these in the middle here get welded. Okay, let's go get parts for these guys. Make sure that gets welded. So this is the center pieces here. These are the most important ones getting welded right away. Okay. Batteries. Let's get the parts for that. All right. Oh, da-da. It's a weird looking little miner, but I think it'll get the job done. Yeah, I can put sorters on the bottom there. It's gonna be a minute. Okay. Well, that's kind of what we're looking at here. Mess of a miner. Okay. Wait for that other battery. Okay. So we got two batteries. Alright, so what's priority? Let's get this built. Everything's priority, technically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cockpit and the 4 drills. Let's work on that. These have large steel tubes, which I'll need.
Inventory full.
Okay. Need more large steel tubes. I think there was a few more left here. Yep. Just give me everything. What do you have? You got more large steel tubes too. Perfect. Get as much of this as we can. I might have to flip these sideways if that thruster starts burning them. I'll test it. I think I can get away with that. Still need a gyro on this. Did I get enough for you? Nothing. Okay, let's pop these in there again. And the rest of what we made. Should make, no, metal grids. Do we have metal grids? We do have metal grids. Why is it? Oh, I got the drills on the queue, not the. Okay, so give me that, and then a bunch of these guys. And I'll make this look a little better here shortly. Or at least I'll try. Right now we're looking like a little crazy. Let's go. So this is the question here, right? Will it destroy these guys? I don't think it will.
Fuel low.
This works. This works.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, that's a good placement for those thrusters. I didn't think they would be, but turns out they are. Let's refuel here. Try to make another bottle. Feels like I'm running out of fuel quickly. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to burn that battery out. Let's turn this override off. There we go. Perfect. I'm kind of happy with that. I like those thrusters in between there. I think it's pretty interesting to do it that way. Metal grids. It's always the metal grids. And I have room to put more thrusters down here if I need more lifting power. So I think that'll be fine as far as that goes. We almost have a miner, guys. Almost. Okay. I'm gonna get all the parts for these here. What else is unwelded? I think everything's welded. Alright, I'm almost ready to do something here. So that's the thing, these have hitbox. I might have to bring this out one more actually. Because the thrusters do have a hitbox. And that's okay, because it'll give us room for one more sorter right there. So I'm okay with that. Let's get that going. So yeah, I'm thinking sorter, and then connectors all the way down, ejectors. And I can always add more here too if I really need to. But one of the main focuses that I need right this second are gyros. And I have a feeling that this is going to need a few. So can we do... so I kind of want to leave that open. But they can go on top actually. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 3. Just 3. Let's get those guys built. Very awesome. Build that there. I mean, we were technically flying, right? Up, down, left, right. I'm gonna give it a shot. Y'all ready for this? I'm not actually. Connector for the base. I need a place to... I need one of these right there. Let's aim that backwards. There's a lot of materials here, but I feel like we can do it. Perfect. Now I move the rover forward a little bit, right through here, and all right, wish me luck. It flies. It flies. Look at this. It flies. I might need to put... Alright, the batteries are good to handle this. And then I can just mine things, park it, and go here. I think this is going to work. Yeah, and I can park it right there. Don't tell Splitsy I pressed P. It's only one rover. It's only one flyer right now. All right, cool. So I can get the batteries to recharge. Let's charge these batteries up for when I go out. And now it's a matter of just making it pretty. It's a matter of just putting the things I want on it. Maybe changing around some of these pipes for conveyors and things like that, just to make it look nicer. Yeah, I think that might be the game here now. Let's get some steel plate. I'm gonna make this look a little bit nicer. Or try to, anyway. I don't like how this worked out. So I'm going to connect these guys like that, and then I'm going to cut these out. And all the way up to here. And this can be, instead of all of that, that could be a T-junction. T-junction.
Fuel critical.
We can curve here. Oh! Like this hydrogen goes so fast. Production, give me another bottle, bro. 'Cause seriously. This is too much. Let me refuel these 2 bottles. And we'll get this going. Okay, I feel a little better now that we have a miner. I feel like things can start to maybe snowball a little bit. You know, we get a couple loads of iron now, start building that big refinery. And then that means we can produce some uranium, some gold, you know, yield modules, things like that. So we can expand decently here. I think that would be pretty interesting. Other than that, you know, if we're gonna make something that flies and can go to the other side of the planet, I mean, technically I could take the little miner here probably now and just fly over there. But what's, you know, what's the fun in that? I want something that I can connect this miner to, go over there, you know, maybe be able to have a small basic production on board to then build the greenhouse that I want to build over there. So far I only have some apple seeds. And that's not good enough. So I want to grind this base out of here. I need these materials. Get a large cargo, get something going. This is not the best base location, but it is what it is for now. We're still mobile. Okay. Come on. So I was working on these guys. So I could technically do something like, just to make it look a little bit nicer. I'm not a huge fan of the look of this thing so far, but maybe we can do something like this. Right? How would that look? Looks a little bit more interesting. What I really wanted to do here is a vent. That way I can have oxygen in the cockpit. I can pop one of these here. There it is. Yeah, then I can have oxygen in the cockpit. Can I get stuff from here? No. But I could walk across and grab it from here. here. Direction. 10 of those. So I'm gonna need some motors for other things too. Okay, so let's get these guys out of here. So what I did was straight, curve, straight, reinforced, and T-junction. Yeah, T-junction. There we go. So now this little minor, I should test it before I start making it too pretty, but you know, it's the cool rule. You have to let it flow. I do have space for more thrusters. I'm not worried. It'll be fine. It will be fine. It will 100% be fine. Let's create stabilization here now, so I don't drop these drills when I'm playing with this side of the pipeline here. And we can do a similar thing. Right, so we can do pipe, curve, and then these can be a little nicer too. Let's see. Let's do the curve, pipe, and then these can be straights. Oh. Okay. That's what's holding everything. Let's not grind that guy out yet. And then here, that's the vent over there. So now I can get straight reinforced back here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, can I reach it up there? Oh no, I might not be able to reach it. I got it. T-junction here. And then straights. Straight, straight. Straight. Now I can get rid of this and put another straight one right there. Get rid of all this. And just weld these guys. Okay, look at that. Looks a little nicer from the side now. Feels like there's more room for that thruster to just do its thing in the middle there. Kind of cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. I didn't think about where I'm going to put lighting, but lighting can go underneath here. Yeah. I can go underneath here, on top. We got room. We got room. Sounds good. I think it's time for a mining test. I think it's time for me to go mining. So I do want to put some lights on it right away, because I will need lighting once I am digging in a hole and stuff like that. Can I place a light here? I think that would be cool. That might be cool. I don't know if they're gonna be super effective there, but it'll look cool. And then I can pop these guys. One of these for angle. Oh, what about one of these actually? Bam. And bam. think these might be more interesting here. Let me get some parts for that. Interior plates. Let's grab a bunch from here somewhere. Be careful not to disconnect that. I think it's connected from, I don't know, the windmill. If I disconnect it from this base, then I'm gonna have a problem there. But okay. And I'll put some interior lights around here too. So I like these guys. So I can pop one right there. One on each angle of these guys here. That'll give me plenty of lighting. Here? Am I out of stuff? No, let's just don't connect there. Just do them here too. Should be enough, I think. Yeah, this should be fine. Alright. Set this guy to depressurize. Now we got oxygen in here. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's take a look at this. Nothing got transferred over here, right? No. Okay, cool. Take the batteries, set them to auto. I forgot the ore detector. Where do I place the ore detector? Let's place it right here, right there. Good spot for it. Give me stuff for that. With an ore detector, should be good. Okay, so now I want to disconnect it. And I don't really have a way of landing on the ground with this thing, but it's fine. So I wanted to set up my... What am I going to call this thing? Ice miner. Niber. Yeah, type today. Miner. Ice miner. Just call it ice miner. Just make it very easy. Let's do select A for everything. We're going to reset the name. I.M for ice miner dot. And we will prefix everything, so I know everything that is on this grid. So this here is a mod called Easy Block Renaming. Check that out if you don't already use this mod. It's great for renaming things, as you just saw. Back, let's see, back, I want IM space Atmos brakes. Perfect. Okay, lights. I am interior lights, even though they're in the exterior, they're be called interior lights. Okay. Max range on these guys. The rest I can just turn on and off with L, so I'm not too worried about those guys, to be honest. Same. So light, let's get these guys max range. Max range on all of them. Yeah, let's get max range. Max range. Boom. Look at that. Now we got plenty of light with this thing. Alright, let's do groups. I want these guys here to be on and off. I'll just pop these over here. Actually, no. I need batteries. I am batteries. So I can set that on my hotbar for recharge. Groups. I mean, I could set up an event controller for this thing. Eventually I might recharge on and off. And then I want the connector. And this is going to be switch lock. I also want my ore detector on and off here. Oh, look at that. It just glides. Sweet. Okay, let's go to GPS iron. And it's the first one, which is over there. Oh, sweet. So here's the big test I wanted to do with this. Can it face down? Yes, it can, because it can. I can't go all the way facing down with this thing. I have to be careful still, because, oh. I'll put this here instead of my ore detector. My ore detector can go elsewhere. I'll just pop you, I'll just do it on number 1 on the second bar. So now I can control these. Oh yeah, this works. I'm gonna do my best not to collect too much stones. I have not put the sorters on it, I completely forgot. But it's ice, it's not really stone, so it's not that bad. Alright, moment of truth. The drills are filling it and it's not going to the cargo. Why? Did I forget to weld something? Oh, I'm such a dum-dum. And this thing does not fly. Oh, it does. Okay. I screwed something up. Okay, it's flying on 4, so if I put 3 on there, it'll be fine. I might need a couple more little ones. Not bad. Not bad. No, 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 we don't need to do that. We don't need to do all that. Okay, yeah. So obviously with the cargo, it's not going to fill it up, because we only got the drills filled right now. This is kind of terrifying right now. This could be bad. This could be bad. No, no, no. Come on. You know what? I'm just gonna press this V and let this thing sit right here until I'm ready to deal with it. So what I did wrong is underneath it I placed a pipe instead of a conveyor. Can't believe I did that. Okay, that is what it is. Yeah, that one. Okay. Give me this stuff. It's not gonna be enough for it to fly here. Alright, that should be enough. Let me put it back on the thing. But now we know. Well, we know what it needs. It is not going to fly with that cargo filled. It's just not. With the drills, it didn't make it. Whoa, what just happened? Oh. Okay. So what I need to fix is under here. Would be that there. That needs to be, is that where it is? That needs to be one of the, just the regular junction. It's gonna be tough to get to. Oop, almost had it. Okay. Give me stuff for it. Okay. Ugh, this is difficult. There we go. Now we're conveyored. See, now it's all in the cargo here. Perfect. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned that we need more upthrust. So let me get a few more thrusters. Because it's not going to handle that much weight. It's just not. So I'll pop one of these here, one of those there. That should take care of that part. The problem is going to be the nose down that we're doing here, right? The nosing down. It could be okay if I don't nose down so far, right? If I don't nose down so far when I'm mining, I should be okay. So pop one of those there, one of those there. I mean, technically I could put a regular atmospheric right there, but whatever. That works. Nothing hits here. I think I'll get away with just that, to be honest. Because then I don't want to overload the battery either. There we go. But we learned. And also, if I don't have to, if I don't need to fill it up completely, then I don't need to fill it up completely. But right now, it's still a lot faster than mining by hand. And I'll take that any day. Take that any day. What are we doing here? What do we need? Is this what we need? We need the motors. Motors and metal grids up front of the line. What do we need? Iron, inventory, refinery is dealing with that. That's why we don't have it. So, iron. We have more iron ore. Yeah, we do. Do we need another cargo already? We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. We are getting to the point where we're going to need another cargo on the base here very shortly. Give it to me. Come on.
Fuel low.
Perfect. Oh no. Fuel low. I need to get over there.
Fuel critical.
And I should consume one of my food packets. How much are these? These are 30. We'll eat that. And I'll bring another one with me. Yeah, this should get me going for now. Alrighty guys, I am approaching the end of my stream here. I want to do one more test with the miner and see what kind of a load I can pick up before it's too much for it to handle. I might add a couple more thrusters for down nosing, but I think we'll be okay with this setup. I'm hoping. Can I pop another cargo here? Let's get another cargo here. Perfect. I got room. So inventory of this ship. I want the cargoes of that base. So yeah, we should be fine. Pop everything over there. Pop everything over there. Should be good. Let's go ahead. Alright, we are over here for iron. Let's see how it works. Let's see how this works. Empty, it's fine. You can nose down all you want. The problem is when it is not nose down. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a little bit more room here. And I gotta install the sorters on it. Forgot about those. Let's see, look at these thrusters. Like, if I'm not nosing down, it's handling. It'll fill that cargo up. I'm gonna keep abusing it. Those thrusters are getting heavier. I think this might be the limit. This might be the limit. No, man, we're full. We're almost full. Yeah, I mean, okay, completely full. It has a hard time flying. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I can do half the drills and the cargo and half the drills, and I should be okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's a good amount. Because look at this, I know I got ice too, but let's see. That's 6, 7, and 2, and 3, and 1. It's a lot. 16K in the cargo of iron, so a bunch. I'm not doing all that math right now. I want to. I might go ahead and set up a hydrogen generator on the base here. But I think with this amount of iron, we should be able to go ahead and pop a refinery on this base. Recharge. Perfect. Alright guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Appreciate you guys watching, commenting, and having some fun with me today. I had a good time. I hope you did too. I want to say I appreciate you guys. You know, I do plan on streaming on Saturdays and Sundays. Mainly Saturdays is the plan. Sundays is an extra day. If I can, I will. So, um, should have had a stream yesterday. We did, but had many technical difficulties. So, we ended up with just this one for today. But I want to say thank you to all of you guys. I appreciate you all. You know, if you enjoyed what you watched today, I know I know it's the beginning stages of this build, but it can definitely grow. It can definitely become something about a lot bigger. This is just the functionality stage of getting things running. You know, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what kind of build you think I should go for next. Keep in mind, our main goal is to get to the sunny side of the planet and produce food. Because if we stay here long enough, we will run out of food. Um, so that's one of the things that I need to keep in mind. So what do we build here? Do we build a main base? Do we build a mobile base? I'd love to hear that from you guys. But yeah, that's it for today. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your days, and I will see you next time. Sardaria out.